On 3rd July 2013, Egypt held its breath as the nation watched a pivotal speech delivered by the Minister of Defense and Commander of Armed Forces, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi.
تعطيل العمل بالدستور بشكل مؤقت.
This moment would mark the beginning of a dramatic coup against Egypt's first democratically elected leader.
First democratically elected president Mohamed Morsi was pushed out, ousted by the military yesterday.
A dramatic showdown between Egypt's military and the ousted president.
As the nation's attention was fixed on Sisi's words, very few were aware of who was actually behind the orchestration of the coup. It wasn't until 2015 that a startling revelation came to light. The United Arab Emirates had been providing billions of dollars to Egyptian military to oust Morsi. This financial backing from the UAE was just the beginning of UAE's intervention in the Middle East and beyond. UAE, a small country located in the Persian Gulf, often referred to as Little Sparta by US military leaders due to its growing military power and influence in the region. The Gulf nation, led by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed, has emerged as a destabilizing force, wielding its wealth and influence to shape the region. In 2014, the Libyan civil war broke out, and the United Arab Emirates emerged as a key player in the raging war. UAE has been a staunch supporter of Khalifa Haftar and his Libyan National Army, the LNA, providing them with military, financial and intelligence support to fight against the UN-backed Government of National Accord, the GNA. It has supplied the LNA with advanced weaponry, including drones, armored vehicles, and air defense systems. The sophisticated military hardware has bolstered Haftar's forces, prolonging the war in Libya and leaving its economy in shambles. In 2015, 1 year after the breakout of the Libyan civil war, UAE joined the Saudi-led coalition to fight against the Houthi rebels in Yemen in support of the Houthi government. Since then, Yemen, one of the poorest Arab countries, has been subject to fierce bombing campaigns by the coalition, which has led to what's been described as one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world. While officially backing the Houthi government, the UAE covertly funded and armed the local militias and separatist groups in southern Yemen, such as the Southern Transitional Council. These proxy forces have not only fought against the Houthi government, but have also clashed with the Saudi-backed coalition at times. The UAE's true motivations in Yemen go beyond supporting the Houthi government. It wanted the control of strategic ports and islands along the Yemeni coastline, particularly in the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. And these militias have helped it to gain a stronghold over key ports and islands, including Port of Aden, Island of Skodra, and Perim Island. This strategy of UAE has led to the perpetuation of Yemeni civil war. In Somalia, the neighboring country of Yemen, there have been tensions brewing between its autonomous regions of Somaliland and Puntland and the central government of Somalia, and it has UAE's fingerprints all over it. UAE has sought to undermine the authority of Somalia's central government by forging separate deals with the autonomous regions of Somaliland and Puntland. It has poured significant financial resources into these autonomous regions, funding infrastructure projects and military bases. In Somaliland, the UAE has invested heavily in the port of Berbera, and in Puntland, UAE has been instrumental in setting up the Maritime Police Force. These efforts have come at the expense of Somalia's central government. The tensions reached its peak in 2018 when Somalia seized $9.6 million from a UAE plane, accusing UAE of using funds to undermine the government. This incident led to a breakdown in relations between Somalia and UAE. There has been a devastating war going on in Sudan since 2023, which has become one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. And yes, UAE is involved in this one also. The war in Sudan erupted in April 2023 after the Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, led by Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as General Hemedti, attacked the Sudanese armed forces, the SAF, led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan. The UAE's role becomes more prominent if we look deep into the RSF. RSF controls most of the gold mining operations in the Darfur region of Sudan, and UAE has been buying most of the unrefined gold from the RSF. In addition to that, most of the smuggled gold from Sudan ends up in UAE. During the Yemeni civil war, UAE has also sourced fighters from the RSF to join its military intervention in Yemen. As the conflict escalated, UAE doubled down on its support for the RSF, providing both military and financial backing to maintain its access to Sudan's gold and to gain control of strategic ports along the Red Sea coast. This backing has been crucial for the RSF, enabling them to wage brutal campaigns against SAF and civilians in Darfur and other regions. The Gulf nations' pursuit of gold, strategic ports, and regional influence has come at a very high price for the people of Sudan, who face the prospect of perpetual war and human catastrophe. From Somalia to Sudan, from Yemen to Tunisia, UAE has leveraged its economic might and strategic location to expand its sphere of influence, often at the expense of stability and human rights. The Gulf nations' pursuit of regional hegemony has come at a devastating cost. As Middle East continues to battle with the fallout of the UAE's destabilizing ambitions, the question remains, at what price will the Emirati leadership seek to cement its dominance in the region?